What's up, everybody? We're going to talk about a parallel run that a fixo can make, or anybody in this line of three formation when you're in the middle of the court. As you can see here in this example, the ball is starting from the goalkeeper. Again, does not really matter, okay? As long as we are in 3-1, we can make this movement. All right, you'll see in this animation, the ball will get played to the fixo here. It's okay. We can do this off a goalkeeper restart, or like I said, anytime we're in the 3-1. Okay, important pieces. Once the ball goes to the side, fixo runs at the player's back. Now, as you can see, this player dropped very quickly and did not allow us to go behind their back. If that happens in the game, that's okay. What they are doing is when they turn to run, they are not focusing on the ball. So if they turn and run with you and don't let you go behind their back, you are accomplishing the purpose of the run, which is to give this player time and space in isolation without this player helping. If he drops off of you like this and you can't go at his back, you're accomplishing the purpose. You are opening up this space behind. So that is good. Watch one more time. I want to go at their back, but if he drops off, that's okay. Second movement here is this. When you make this run in the game, when you see this player here like this, everybody will be tempted to help him by checking to the ball. Don't check to the ball. You need to clear the space so he can make the pass. Every single time we check towards the ball, usually it's a bad idea because we are bringing another defender with us. So trust this player to be able to handle this situation. Now, the second part of the movement, we cut inside. This is important. In another one of the videos, we talked about this run. It is called the triangle run from the fixo. Fixo comes up, cuts back in at a right angle like this. This is important because it keeps this player on his back and it creates a triangle, which is the reason why we call it a triangle run, between the ala, the fixo, and this space here. Creates a triangle there. So we can make this pass. Let's slide this around so you guys can see it. We can make this pass in combination to this space. This is why we call this a triangle run, okay? It's important that we make this run here so we keep this defender honest about what he's cutting. Also, we keep this defender honest about not dropping in this space here, but staying tight to us here. This is, again, the basic run called the triangle run. Now, after we've made the triangle run, then we want to, if the opportunity presents itself, continue our movement at a diagonal, allowing the ala to flick the ball to us down the line. Usually the technique that the ala is going to use to complete this is an outside part of the foot scoop. So in this situation, it would be his right foot using outside part of the foot scoop, or inside part of the foot scoop with the inside part of his left foot. So as this ala makes a diagonal run into this space, the ala can play us. Now, you might be wondering, why do we call this a parallel run when the run I'm making as the fixo is diagonal? The reason why we call this a parallel run, even though the run by the fixo is diagonal, is because this ball down the line is parallel. Does that make sense? Let's back it up and watch the whole thing again in real speed. I'm also going to change the camera angle here so we can see a little bit better. Again, in this one right here, we are in 3-1, deep in our defending half. Whoops, sorry guys. Here we go, perfect. You can see we send the pass. check into the middle, triangle run, continue our movement into the space. Notice, very important, pivot movement, even though we're not talking about that in this video. Let me back it up so you can see pivot starts in the middle here and rotates just slightly for that run there. Okay. We're going to go over one option because it is so obvious here. And even though we're not talking about it, I want us to understand this. As we make that diagonal run here, imagine for a second that this Allah did not play the ball. Imagine for a second that Allah did not play the ball. Do you see what channel opened up? Look. Now, because this player followed this guy here, imagine this player did not send the pass parallel. Look at this. It's very important for the pivot to stay engaged in these scenarios. At all times when we're in 3-1, we want to try to play the pivot when we can, especially if we have a good pivot that can hold the ball up. That's the parallel run.